Welcome back from the break. This is Q&A with Qamber. I'm Qamber, and we have here Maulana Sayyid Amin Jafri. Today our topic is Usul-e-Deen, and we are talking about Qiyamat. So I received another question by one of our viewers named Ursel. Yes, it is, how can we prepare ourselves for the Day of Judgment?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Very good question. How can we prepare ourselves for the Day of Judgment? How are we preparing ourselves for anything in life? You go to school, you go to work, you go to a field to play, you go to meet a friend, you prepare yourself accordingly. What are the demands? What are the core requirements? And what is Qiyamat? What is the Day of Judgment? We need to understand few simple but very important things. You prepare yourself according to where you're going to, your destination, the last place, your objective, your goal. So basically, you are going to be asked at the Day of Judgment, how did you live in this life? How did you spend the money you earned?
How did you prepare yourself?
MashaAllah. And where did you spend your youth? Where did you spend the money you earned? And how did you earn that money? All those tiny details. There was this one person, he was very young and he was recently converted to Islam. He comes to Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu Muhammad wa alayhi Muhammad, Jil Farajahum. He comes to Rasul and he requests that I have converted, I have become a Muslim, but I need to learn Quran. Can you please help me out? So then Prophet points out a Sahabi and asked this person to go and see him. And then he goes and requests, he said, Prophet sent me, and can you teach me some Quran? So the Sahabi starts teaching him from Surah Mubarakah Zulzal. And last two ayah Mubarakah of Surah Zulzal, when the Sahabi reaches, in Arabic it goes, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَى وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَى. Yani, meaning, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ, at the Day of Judgment, you'll see even the smallest amount, atom size of good thing you have done, or atom size of a smallest tiny bad thing you have done in the Day of Judgment. So basically, just like classroom example, you study well, you won't be scared of exams. You work hard, final exam would be a cakewalk for you.
Yes.
So similarly, Roz Mahshar, Qiyamat, Day of Judgment, the life hereafter, we must spend every single second here very well planned, to the point, do not waste any time here.
So this is basically studying for an assessment.
Yes, just like your examination situation. All year long you study and eventually you go through examination process. If you're studying well, you'll get A+. If you're studying medium, you'll get something else. And after this life, as we spoke earlier, there are lots of levels of Bahasht, and there are lots of levels of Jahannam as well. Both hell and heaven, they have lots of levels. So according to that understanding of Qiyamat, how do we prepare? Every tiny level of, every tiniest thing of any moment you lived in this life would be examined in detail.
So everything you did in this life is going to be asked to you.
In detail. In detail. Were you a good person? Were you a bad person? If you were a good person, were you a religious person? Did you follow any, were you a believer? Did you study Quran?
Did you do taqleed?
Yeah, did you do taqleed? Did you follow wajibat? Did you stay away from haram? Did you stick with halal? And did you stay away from anything that Sharia stops you from. All these things would be examined in detail at that time. If any of you understand this, at the end of the year, just like examination, all of the work you have done, there's a report that your teacher gives you. And then that teacher writes down all the aspects, all the details of your life, your ethics, your akhlaq, your skills, the time you show up, how many times you were absent, how many times you were late, your dress, your cleanliness, your etiquette, a lot of details, you all know. So that kind of report would be there, and in a very far superior manner.
And according to that report, you'll either get rewards or you'll get punishment.
Exactly. So it'll be dependent totally, either you go first class or you go to somewhere else. Inshallah, if we follow Sharia Muhammadi Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, inshallah ta'ala, there would be no problem absolutely. For Mu'min, that is a very good news. For Mu'min, somebody asked Imam Hassan alayhi salatu wasalam, what's the best news someone can have? Imam said, death. But our understanding of death is opposite here. We think it's the end. It's not the end, it's just the end of this life. It's like you were in the womb of your mom and you never wanted to come out. In this world also, you're enjoying it and you're thinking this is it. No, this is actually is nothing compared to what we're going to get in Akhirah.
Not even the start.
Exactly, not even the beginning, Ahsant. So we must prepare and earn that Bahisht. Imam Ali said, everyone has a price. Everything has a price. The price of your nafs, yourself, is nothing but Bahisht. So do not sell yourself for less than Bahisht heavens. So work hard here, live according to Sharia rules, live according to Haqq and Batil, and inshallah, get ready to see Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam at the Day of Judgment, inshallah.
That is best defined by Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam.
MashaAllah.
As he said that death is sweeter than honey.
Ahsan, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Moving on to the next question. How does belief in this hereafter give meaning to our lives here?
Once you know, as we already almost touched on this topic, once you know where you're heading to, you plan things. Your sleep, your homework, your financial organization, your cleanliness, your obedience, your ibadat, everything would be structured. I say, okay, now you have 10 years to live. So you'll catch every moment. You'll become so busy, you say, oh, I can't waste. I tell you, okay, we're closing schools earlier this year, so you'll have 2 months to finish the whole syllabus. You'll have exam instead of in June or May, you'll have exam suppose in March, and that'll be end of the day. So you prepare and work extra hard, and you organize your resources. You do not waste your time. You won't become lazy. So because you have, oh, this is what I'm gonna get, or this is something that I won't get or I might get punished for. So I organize this time. Every moment we have here, we must organize well enough. Do not waste any moment. So that would give this life solid meaning. You'll always look busy, you'll always look bright, you'll always look active.
You'll always look forward to something.
Forward, mashallah, son. So this life would become extremely meaningful and organized once we just imagine of seeing Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. Imagine of seeing Imam Hussain alayhi salatu wasalam at the Day of Judgment. And imagine if he doesn't or they don't look at us. There's a possibility. A lot of people pray always pray that there's a beautiful saying, all is well if it ends well. Always pray for the excellent end of our lives.
The best outcome.
Exactly. If we do not live according to the rules and regulations Masumeen have left for us, they would not be happy. So that would be a nightmare. Think about it. So, all our life we say, Nara Hadri, Ya Ali. And if we do not live according to Imam Ali's instructions, would Imam Ali welcome us there? But think if we live according to his orders and his instructions, then he would be waiting for us. And think about that day when we see Imam Ali, when we see Imam Hussain, when we see Mawla Abul Fazl Abbas, and they would say, here comes my moment, and we meet them, and then we'll have life forever.
What we don't know is that that is the definition of being a Shia.
Exactly.
Most of us just think we are Shias and that's it, we guaranteed success.
Yes.
And we don't work hard for it.
Exactly, mashallah.
So
Ahsant.
we've got another question here, and it's why is the hereafter necessary to establish divine justice? Why is the day of judgment necessary to establish justice in this world?
Well, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Adil. Adil is one of the biggest sifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tyrants have no place in this world. Tyrants, non-believers, problems with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, problem with people who are weak, and problems with being equally divided wealth. These issues, if one does not give value to these core issues, then there is a huge trouble waiting for them. So Qayamat, Roz Mahshar, if we are Adil in this world, there would be Adil there as well. But we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He does not deal with us according to His Adil. Because if He deals with His Adil, we will be in trouble. Because we make a lot of mistakes here. We commit a lot of sins here. So because of our Adil here, we'll be inshallah blessed at Roz Mahshar.
We'll be moving on to the topic Freudian next time, as we have finished Usuluddin today. So that's all for today. You can always contact me. You can email me at Qamber@Qaim.tv, and you can contact me on the number which will be displayed on the screen right now. You can call me, you can text me, whatever. So, brothers and sisters, this is all for today, and I'll see you next time.